Alright guys, the house is a disaster, so I figure let's pick up the camera and start filming. I was at work yesterday, I got clean laundry to put away, Barbie and doll toys. Stuff everywhere. I was sorting socks. Gotta go through and get rid of the ones that have holes in them. Just everything. Such a mess. And I have to meal prep today. I filmed a grocery haul for you guys, so I'll include that the other day. And we've got a huge mess to clean up in the kitchen. We got dolls taking a bath, dishes everywhere. Bless you, Bianca. Cake to put away. So much work. Dining room is a mess. This room isn't as bad, but still got stuff everywhere. And we got some schoolwork to do today. So, like I said, I figured pick up the camera, give you guys a little bit of cleaning motivation, and finally tackle this huge mess. I'm starting in the dining room because this area needed the least amount of work. So I am just going to put a few things away, wipe everything down, and start vacuuming. If you are new here or you stumbled across my video, thank you so much for watching. And if you are a returning subscriber, hey fam, thank you again for watching today's video. I just wanted to take a second to introduce myself. My name is Ashley. I am a married mom of 2 girls. We live in Michigan. I love creating everything around our lifestyle. So decorating, cooking, cleaning. If that is something that you are into as well, make sure you hit that subscribe button because I have new videos coming out each week. A few weeks ago, I let you guys know over on Instagram that I was going to be having a massive cleaning video coming out and that I wanted you guys to ask me any questions. If you're not following me on Instagram, make sure you do because I post in stories daily so that we can keep up with each other's lives and just become better friends over on Instagram as well. But I asked you guys to ask me anything that you want. I told you guys nothing was off limits, and you guys definitely came through and asked a lot of great questions. So I figure while I'm cleaning today, we would go through and answer some of them. Okay, so you guys asked me a ton of questions. I don't know if I'll be able to answer all of them, but I'm going to try to answer as many as I can. So the first question was, how did you get into home decor? So I would say it really started when we first built our house. It is, I mean, if you've ever built your home before, unless you build custom, it just doesn't have that like warmth to it because it's just basically a blank canvas. So that is when I would say I started really focusing on home decor and really being intentional about it and trying to turn our house into a home. But I would say I've always loved home decor because I've shared in the past that it is a passion of my mom's and my uncles and my grandma. So I would say I just always grew up around it, and so I knew it was something that I would want to do when I had a home and when I had a family. So the house being a new build home definitely put it into overdrive, but growing up around it definitely made it something I knew I would always be passionate about. And it's funny because I feel like out of the 2 girls, Aubrey and Bianca, that's both of my daughters' names, I would say Bianca especially, I already see that in her because when we are going into home decor stores, or if she's going into somebody's home or anything like that, she's always paying attention to all of the little details, and she'll say like, wow mom, look at that, or look at this. Like it's something that she loves as well, so it's really, really cute to see that. My oldest daughter, she doesn't seem to care yet, but she's also like entering those teen years, so we'll see. But definitely Bianca is the same way. I wanted to mention on this day, I was getting Bianca ready. I was getting my nails done because I knew I was going to be filming later that day for you guys. I also had a ton of meetings, so you can see me here. I started my meetings, but we are going to continue the questions next. Okay, the next question is, what do you call your style? I'm assuming that you're referring to home decor style. So I would say if you type in to Pinterest modern farmhouse glam, that probably would describe my home decor style the closest. I would say that I actually am such a home decor lover that I like so many different styles. And actually it's funny because I was telling my husband I kind of feel like I want to completely change all of my decor like again. So we'll see if I get around to doing that this year or if I just continue my current style. But I would definitely say modern farmhouse glam. Okay, the next question is, what is your favorite part of YouTube? Oh my gosh, there is so many parts of YouTube that I love. I mean, you guys know I'm on TikTok, Instagram, and so I would say YouTube though just has my heart. I just love the connections that you get to form with others. That's why I call you guys like my YouTube fam. Like, subscribe and become part of the family, because I feel like you guys tell me so much about yourselves, and then you guys come into my home and you visit me, and so many of you have channels as well. So I feel like I just love that there's that sense of community and that you really get to connect with others. So that's probably my number one thing that I love most about YouTube. I'm not going to name all the others because there's just so many, but I love that part the most. Another question that I received was, what made you decide to start your YouTube channel? So long story short, in the start of the pandemic, my industry, I am a licensed cosmetologist. I focused on doing a lot of brides, makeup, and hair. I also work in an Aveda salon. I've been doing it for 15 years. I love it, love it, love it. My clients are amazing. They're like family to me. But when COVID hit, my industry was hit really hard. We were shut down for quite a while here in Michigan. And then even when we reopened, I feel like my clients are just not getting their hair done as often. So I have a really good friend. Her name is Brittany. She is a YouTuber as well. You guys may know her as Mamasaurus Rex. We actually live really, really close to each other. We met each other years ago at a hair salon, and we just connected and have been friends ever since. She's amazing, and she actually just had 2 babies. She just had twins. Oh my gosh, they're so adorable. I will link her Instagram and her YouTube down below so you guys can check her out. When I tell you guys, she changed everything for me. She really, really encouraged me to start a YouTube channel. When I tell you guys, I'm still right now editing on my phone. I finally got a computer for Christmas, but I've done everything on my phone. I didn't have a computer, I didn't have a microphone, nothing. She just told me how to do everything, and she said, you just have such a passion for decorating and homemaking. She said you should start a channel. Her channel is about her children and then also homeschooling. So just seeing her success, her growth, how easy she makes it look, and then obviously all of her words of encouragement definitely pushed me over the edge. I finally took the leap, decided to do it, and now I love it, and I'm really cannot wait for the day when I can go full time and I'm able to stay at home with my kids and YouTube is just my primary job. Okay, my next question is, how old are you? I actually get this question a lot. I don't know why I get this question a lot. I don't know if people are confused because they think I'm older or younger, but I just had a birthday January 14th and I turned 37. So I definitely don't feel 37 in my mind. I'm still 27, but I look at my daughter and she will be 13 this summer. So when I do the math, I'm like, yes, I definitely need to be closer to 37. But it is just weird, you guys. I don't know. It's weird to think like I'm going to be almost 40, but then in my head, 40 doesn't sound that old, but I don't know. So I am 37, if any of you were wondering. And the next question is, tell us your love story. Okay, you guys know I can get long-winded, so let me try to make this short, because last time I said long story short, it ended up being long. So I met my husband through a friend of mine. He was her neighbor. And when I first met him, I was at a loss for words. Oh my gosh. I just thought this man is so beautiful. She had told me he was attractive, but I didn't believe her because she thought everybody was attractive. So at the time I was in a relationship. So because I was so attracted to him, and I had never felt that before when I was in a relationship, like been so attracted to somebody else, that I kept my distance. I'm like, oh, this is trouble. So fast forward, I end up, I think it was like a year later, my boyfriend and I at the time, we broke up, and my friend still lived next door to him. And so I was at her house and she just started dating somebody new. And so even though she wanted to be there for me because I was going through a breakup, she did not. She's like, I have a boyfriend, I'm busy. So she's like, here, talk to my neighbor, my friend. And so at the time I like hated men because my relationship before him had ended horribly. And I was just like angry and bitter. But we actually really connected and got to know each other like on a friendship level. And then I think like 2 weeks later, he asked me out on a date, and we went on a date. I actually moved in the next day, and we got married a year later, and we've been married for 13 years. I know for some people that might be like a crazy love story, but it's my favorite love story of all time. Like when I tell you guys, I just knew from the moment I met this man, I just knew that he was forever. So I am going to finish cleaning up the living room. We are getting everything put away. And then as I start to finish things up, we are going to move into the haul portion of the video. I want to show you guys what I got from Aldi, because one of my most highly requested video, like I think last year, my most highly requested video was my garland for at Christmas time, like my fresh garland that I do on my stairs. But this year you guys really wanted me to do a food prep video. So I am going to show you what I do when I go grocery shopping, and then at the end of the video I'm going to show you 2 different meal preps, because I prep for my husband and I, and we both do something different. So I'm eating vegan this week. I don't commit to vegan all the time, but I like to try to eat that as much as possible. And then I am just doing a regular meal prep for him. He eats meat and cheese and all that stuff. So make sure you stick around to the end if you are here for the food prep, and then also for the Aldi grocery haul. Have a massive 2-week grocery haul. I'm gonna try to go through it quickly with you guys because there are so many items and everything is from Aldi. We are starting with fruits and vegetables. I picked up a bag of yellow onions. I'm planning on making a ton of soups. We are going to be eating, these are our favorite cucumbers from Aldi. They're so crispy, they're just great for snacking. I have a package of these gourmet tomatoes. We have some baby spinach and arugula. I grabbed a bag of limes for when we do our tortilla soup and also Taco Tuesday. I grabbed a pack of green onions and cilantro. I wish Aldi had more like fresh herbs, but unfortunately they don't. I wish they had like parsley and stuff like that, and then I grabbed some chopped kale. I love putting these in my smoothies in the morning and also in our soup. I grabbed a bag of spinach and some romaine hearts. These are Bianca's favorite. She's really getting into salad, my little one, so it's so cute to see her eating this, so I grabbed her some of that. I also grabbed a package of broccoli and some more celery. This will go in our like soups and chicken salad. I grabbed some grapes. We usually do the globe grapes or the cotton candy grapes, but they just were not looking very good today, so I just grabbed regular. I grabbed 2 packages of strawberries, some raspberries, and some pomegranates. These are Aubrey, my oldest. Those are her favorite. And then I grabbed a bag of mandarins, a bag of lemons, a pineapple, and some bananas. Next is dairy and then also some like canned goods. So I'm making a chicken chili. So I grabbed some pinto beans and some northern beans. They didn't have this in organic. I don't know if they normally carry it. We are getting ready to have like this massive snowstorm. We're supposed to have like up to 2 feet of snow, so the grocery stores are kind of like emptying out. And then I grabbed some more black beans, and I always like to have just diced tomatoes in case I need to throw together like a quick soup or like a pasta. And then I needed some more ketchup. And then we're gonna try this Berman's sweet and sour stir fry sauce. We tried their General Tso's, but it was just a little bit too spicy for Bianca. So we're gonna try that one. Then I needed some more mayo. This mayo, even though it's off brand, it's actually really good. So I recommend that if you've never tried it. And then I needed some dill kosher spears. And then we've been making this taco. I got the recipe off of TikTok, and so I just needed a plain salsa that gets mixed into the chicken. It didn't have to be like high quality or anything like that because it's not going on top. It actually goes in with some taco seasoning and cream cheese. So I found that it doesn't really matter which salsa you use, and this one's pretty good. So I grab this salsa whenever I'm using it for cooking into a recipe and not for topping it. And then I grabbed the free-range brown eggs. My husband just prefers a brown egg, and these are really affordable at Aldi. Then we needed some more almond milk. And my husband and my girls are lactose intolerant, so we grab lots of lactose-free milk. Okay, because we are getting ready to have that snowstorm, I'm assuming the kids are going to be sledding a lot, and my kids actually prefer whipped cream over marshmallows on their hot cocoa, so I grabbed one of those. We have some aluminum foil. I needed some of that and a pack of paper plates. And then I just needed some tissue. I thought this would be super cute with all of the Valentine's Day decor. It kind of matched. Some more paper towel. You can see we were in desperate need. I already opened this. And some napkins. Always grab a new bottle of extra virgin olive oil. We put it on salads, use it for our chicken, marinades, everything. So we go through it quickly. I grabbed some more garlic powder and paprika. I needed some more butter because we're going to be doing some baking since we're going to be stuck in the house. I love that they have fresh peeled garlic in a bag. It's such a great like time saver, and every single grocery order I always pick up a new one. We add garlic to everything. Steven and I are definitely starting to eat healthier again because my birthday was January 14th, and honestly until after my birthday I don't even bother. But on the weekends I like to make the kids still like a really good treat. So I'm going to make them some mac and cheese, and everybody knows you gotta use like a block of cheese. Never do the shredded. I used to do shredded, and then a good friend of mine told me, and once you do it with like the block and shred it yourself, you'll never go back. So I grabbed a couple blocks of cheese. I have some other cheeses I like to add in, but I just needed some more, so I grabbed those. We're doing burgers one night, and Bianca said she wanted tater tots, which I think is so funny, so I grabbed her some of those. Of course, like I love Trader Joe's and I love Whole Foods, but they're just so far from my house I never make it. So anyways, I feel like this meal I had at Trader Joe's, somebody let me know in the comments if you know what I'm talking about. I want to say it was like a vegan meal, and I feel like it had butternut squash, cauliflower rice, chickpeas, like tahine, I can't remember, but I want to like look it up and try to recreate that, because I figured that would be like a quick, easy like meal prep lunch. I could add all the other ingredients and then just store it in containers, and my husband and I could eat that, you know, for lunch a couple days. So I'm gonna try that, and if you remember what that meal is called, please leave it in the comments. Okay, we're gonna do meat quickly because nobody wants to look at raw meat. That's really gross. So we have 2 packages of chicken. I'm doing this amazing sausage and kale soup. It has potatoes in it. It's delicious. So I have 2 packages of the Italian ground sausage, a package of ground turkey, some hamburger, because the girls are gonna want hamburgers over the weekend, so I'll make them that. I have a package of bacon in case we want to do breakfast one day. We normally do turkey bacon, but sometimes when I want it to feel like extra special for the girls, we'll do regular bacon. But honestly, they don't have a preference. They love turkey bacon, so that's just like a treat that I get them every once in a while. And then just a pack of Black Forest ham for quick sandwiches, easy lunches, and that is it for meat. I grabbed some French baguette for the nights that we do soup. I've been loving this mini naan and making like this chicken chipotle mix for my husband and girls and putting it on these mini naans. They really like that. My husband hates like chips that are not name brand, but the kids actually like these. So I grabbed these for the kids. We got the jalapeno and the original kettle cooked. I also grabbed a bag of the tortilla strips for our chicken chili and then also for our chicken tortilla soup. Bianca and Aubrey love their white cheddar popcorn, so I grabbed some of that. And then I also grabbed a bag of the flavor mix, all the different kinds of chips. Those are just easy, already portioned out and just quick for the kids to grab. I grabbed some English muffins. Sometimes I can get the kids to eat these, you know, for breakfast. I figured why not? Or for my husband, I can just make him a quick like breakfast sandwich in the morning on his way to work. I grabbed some of these mini croissants. I had seen a friend of mine do some amazing like Nutella strawberry French toast with croissants. It looked amazing, so I might do that or just put chicken salad on it. Aubrey really likes that as well. Then I grabbed some Hawaiian sweet rolls. These are good. You know, sometimes the kids will do like ham and cheese, or they will just put cheese on it and put it in the air fryer and have like fruit and stuff on the side, so it's kind of like a mini grilled cheese. So I always like to keep that in the house. And Aubrey already loves bagels, so I made sure I had 2 packs in case they both want some. And then I grabbed some sourdough. We just use this for sandwiches or sometimes grilled cheese. And then just some regular wheat bread for sandwiches or grilled cheese. 2 packs of these brioche buns. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is for when I make the girls hamburgers. These buns are so delicious. If you've never tried them, definitely grab them. I highly recommend. You're gonna love them. The chicken and a pack of the beef. A bag of russet potatoes because that sausage and kale soup I was telling you guys about, it calls for potatoes as well. I grabbed some sweet potatoes because one of the chicken chili recipes I saw had sweet potatoes in it, and I thought that was kind of interesting. I figured we might give that a try. Now, the last few things we have are 2 boxes of popcorn. I figure if we're going to be stuck in the house with this snowstorm, we're going to probably be watching lots of movies and game nights, so we're going to need popcorn. Although the girls prefer my husband's like homemade popcorn, if ever he's too tired or gets home too late from work, I love having this. That way they can just make themselves popcorn on their own and they still get that taste, but without having to wait for Dad to make it. And then since I'm doing a charcuterie board, these are my favorite crackers. I love these whenever I do a board because they just have so many different flavors and textures, and they just pair so well with different, you know, jams and cheeses and meats. So I highly recommend this if you've never tried this from Aldi. It's my favorite. You'll love it. And then we have some cereal, but I just wanted to grab one more box. This is just something quick, just a little treat for the kids. So we grabbed some Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and that is it. Okay, now that we are done with the haul portion of the video and restocking the fridge, I am just going to quickly vacuum the floor and mop before we start the food prep. And I wanted to answer another question quickly. The question was, what is your Enneagram? I am an 8, wing 7. And if you're not familiar with that, it just basically means I'm super passionate. I'm a really big dreamer, very driven, creative, goal-oriented. I love forming connections with others and pursuing passions and new opportunities. So I love being an 8. Some people will say they're a bit much, but I wouldn't change a thing. Okay, while the pans are heating up before I add in the oil, can we just take a minute to look at this homemade mac and cheese for the kids? Oh my God, it looks so delicious, but we're trying to eat healthy. So I am just waiting for the pans to heat up. Then I'm gonna add in a little bit of oil, and then we are gonna start with the meats that we are using for the food prep. So for this food prep, because I usually prep food for 3 to 4 days at a time. I don't like my food any older than that. I just don't think it tastes right. So we are doing for my husband ground turkey and chicken. The ground turkey, I just formed them into little patties, not meatballs, because I didn't add any like breading or anything like that to it. But what I did add to his ground turkey was liquid aminos. I did honey mustard, garlic, pepper, onion, cumin, that kind of stuff. The chicken I marinated in Italian seasonings along with olive oil, and I'm just going to cook them both on top of the stove. Next, I took a little bit of broccoli, and my protein for the next few days is going to be chickpeas along with kale, but I'm just roasting the chickpeas and the garlic in the oven. I chopping this up first, then I'm going to add in a little bit of olive oil and some seasonings. You can put any seasoning that you want. I had put a little bit of garlic and onion and I think red pepper. I'm trying to think. I just basically threw in everything, and then you're just going to kind of stir everything together and then roast it in the oven for a few minutes. Next, I am putting this cauliflower, garlic, and herb in the microwave while the chicken and the turkey finish cooking. And I'm also going to do some of the squash and give Bianca a hug because she's so sweet. I love her so much. And then once that is all done cooking inside of the microwave, we are going to move on to the breakfast portion. So at this point in the day, you guys, I was so exhausted, so I actually did not show this very well. So I want to explain it to you guys. This is just a packet of oatmeal in each one. We are doing overnight oats. So I started with the oatmeal first, then I'm going in and adding chia seeds, and then I'm going to add in a tablespoon or teaspoon, I think it actually is, of flax seeds. So this is just going to be like your superfood first thing in the morning. Tons of protein, it's going to give you a ton of energy. And because this doesn't have meat, mine and my husband's is going to look very similar. I show you here that I only add peanut butter to his. I highly recommend, if you like peanut butter, add it in. It's so good. So I later do that to mine. You just aren't going to see it here. Also, another thing that I also add that you don't see in this part is I add in some walnuts and pecans. Now, if you're trying to be like low carb, you're going to want to stick with walnuts. It'll probably fit your macros better, but I just had a combination of walnuts and pecans, and I'm not being super strict with my diet yet, but highly recommend adding in a scoop of peanut butter along with the nuts. Then we are moving on to lunch. Since my battery died, this is just kale with raspberry vinaigrette. We've got chicken, a little bit of feta. We have the cucumbers, tomatoes, onion, and a hard-boiled egg. So we have 3 of these for Steven. And then for me, I did the kale, raspberry vinaigrette. I did the roasted chickpeas, the garlic roasted cauliflower. I did a little bit of the tomatoes, onions, and cucumber. And that is our lunch for the next 3 days. For dinner, we are doing a combination of quinoa and brown rice. I am going to add a little bit of cauliflower. For mine, it will have the cauliflower, and then I'm going to do the chickpeas for my protein. And then for my husband, he will do his ground turkey for his protein. But we pretty much are going to have like the same veggies. Our meals are so similar. Like if you ever want to have a different meal plan than your family, like do not be nervous. If you want to eat vegan, eat vegan. If you want to eat vegetarian, eat vegetarian. It's so simple. People make it so hard, but you literally just switch out your proteins and then you just omit any ingredients that do not fit your meal plan. So I'm just going to skip where I put cheese on his. I just don't put cheese on mine. Where he gets ground turkey, I do chickpeas. It's so simple, and that's pretty much how I just meal plan for us. I keep things very similar and just switch a couple things out. Alright guys, this is the meal prep. We've got overnight oats, berries. Steven has peanut butter added to his. For lunch, we have the kale chicken feta salad. For me, I have kale, a little bit of the cauliflower rice, and chickpeas. Same for dinner. I went with the squash. We did a little bit of the cauliflower rice, quinoa, chickpeas, roasted broccoli. For Steven, same thing. I just topped his with turkey burger. Super easy, affordable dinner and lunch and breakfast for 2 people for 3 days. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments what you think.